keep it real. San Francisco, not so much. But get this, Rams have more to prove than the 49ers.
The Los Angeles Rams are world champions!
Good, right? I know they won the Super Bowl. Think I've been living under a rock? I was there, fool. But the Niners have more titles, more history, more moments. And this year, both teams are loaded. I don't care! Ain't no good to say!
It's all about us. Now let's go get what that game for, baby.
No matter who got them here, they both want to hold California's heart. They each want to say, this state, this golden state, is ours.
I've been a football for 60 minutes. Hit him in the mouth and let go.
You want to keep it real? This one's got to be epic. Yeah, 49ers on Monday Night Football. Rack 'em.
Let's go.
Close. The Rams and 49ers. These two know each other very well. The head coaches know each other very well. Saw that. Matthew Stafford with all the conversation, speculation about the elbow. During the offseason, during camp, told us the elbow is feeling better and better week by week. And he is 12th all time in pass yards and pass touchdowns. And after 12 years with the Detroit Lions, it took 1 year with the Rams to get a ring. Pretty incredible the year that he was able to have. That's why they went out and made that trade with the Detroit Lions. And for him and this team to deliver in the first year with a Super Bowl championship, pretty impressive. Skoranek at fullback, and the handoff is to Cam Akers. And Akers gets popped by linebacker Fred Warner, who is in the middle of everything for the 49ers and one of the best in the game, a gain of 4. A great front seven. Secondary has been improved from last season with the addition of Charvarius Ward, the former Kansas City Chief. Quick snap. On the outside, pass is caught. Just perfect between Stafford and Kupp, first down. Well, they get Kupp lined up to the outside, and then he's one-on-one on Charvarius Ward with a soft cushion. And, Matthew Stafford and Kupp, they can make that throw and completion in their sleep. They probably do. As many times as Stafford's looked for Kupp. As much as we hear they're together. Yeah, they probably do. On first down, handoff here. That's Akers, and Akers nothing. Akers and Stafford playing behind a shuffled and reshuffled and then shuffled again offensive line, and here's where they are. That's how they started week 1, and here's how they are now with Coleman Shelton in at center and Bobby Evans getting the start at left guard. Pass over the middle is caught. That's the tight end of Higby, and he's about a yard and a half short of a first down as Drake Greenlaw made the stop for San Francisco. Well, one of the benefits that this 49ers defense has is because they're so dominant up front with a four-man pass rush. They don't blitz much. Why would they? They don't have to. They're able to get home, and so it affords them the opportunity to play a little more coverage in key situations than they otherwise might have to. Third short pass is caught. What a great grab by Cup. Just off the top of the grass and a first down, a gain of 10. Such a great job. You talk about the route running by Cooper Kupp, and they're pressed up. It's third and short, so you're not going to give any receivers a free release off the ball. And yet he's able to push and lean on the defender in order to create that separation. And then, like so many times, when you watch him, he finishes it with an excellent catch. And now they move Skoranek back to the backfield. Stafford under pressure. Somehow gets out of that and turns it into a positive play. Got away from at least 3 49ers and picked up 4. Well, Emmanuel Mosley, he's in coverage on Cam Akers, and so you're going to see him, who he comes up, once he sees that Cam Akers, number 3, hangs in and protects. So now he gets involved in it, and Matthew Stafford, you don't see a lot of it, but he's certainly capable. Sidearm throw complete. That's caught. That's another first down for the Rams. 10 yards again for Cooper Kupp, who still plays like he's the guy from Eastern Washington, is trying to prove he belongs in the NFL, and he's done that and more. He's as good a weapon as there is in the league. Well, he's going to get his targets. We know that. I mean, last week he got 6, and that was a light day for him. He's typically in double digits, and the 49ers, just go back to the 3 games they faced him last year. They did not have an answer for Cooper Kupp in any one of those 3 games. Stafford rolls out, finds Higbee, and the tight end is brought down. Good tackle. Ball comes out. They're saying he was down. Tackle by Drake Greenlaw. It'll be second down.
The runner was down by contact. Second down.
Just think the Rams, much like the 49ers, when they have the ball on offense, you mentioned the 2 head coaches and their connection over the years in Washington. They basically have learned this system together. It looks a little different between the 2 teams because of personnel, but they put a lot of stress on a defense. When you say that, you typically think vertically, but they do it just as much horizontally as well. They make defenses cover the entire field. Stafford has started 5 for 5. He hands here. Akers bottled up. Emmanuel Mosley came up to make the stop. Third down coming up. Well, we talked about Ben Skoranek and how they've used him as a fullback, and here he is, and he gets a little high. So he comes up on Fonga and gets a little high on him. The winner goes to the lowest pad level, but not many guys would want to take on that role like he has. Here's Higbee. Nice move after the catch as he fought through the tackle, and a first down. Lenore could not bring him down, and Tyler Higbee too much, too big of a load. At 6'6", 255, first down again. Yeah, Tyler Higbee, he's gotten involved here early in this game, and he, typically when they have their full arsenal, we've got Van Jefferson who's not here. Of course, there's a lot of discussion as to whether or not Odell Beckham Jr. will ultimately join them. But Tyler Higbee becomes a component of this offense that they really have to rely on right now. False start.
False start. Offense. 70. 1-yard penalty. No first down.
Sungjoon Noteboom, who replaces the retired Andrew Whitworth. The 2 tackles are the guys that started the season, Noteboom and Havenstein. It took over 8 minutes It's 3. And the Rams
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Injured for the 49ers up in a luxury suite watching this one. There are injuries in the building for the 49ers. All-pro left tackle Trent Williams suffered a high ankle last week. Starting running back Elijah Mitchell went down week 1. I have it up good
One of my
authority
favorites too.
with his son
Don't
Oliver.
leave me out.
Yeah, okay. You're not. You're in. You're in. You can add, by the way, Javon Kinlaw to that list. He is not active.
Yeah.
As his knee is acting up. Don't know if
Yeah,
Steve
you know
Martin's
how it
watching
goes.
this or Selena. And this one will come out to the 25. Well, he sent out his thank you notes and he said his goodbyes. And thanks
keep on playing
the
the music.
faithful. And
Yeah, I need it every
back.
time while you're
And it's a
typewriting.
good thing the way it turned out. And I don't know what short term means. Does that mean a month, a season? But they're better off with Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback in the short term because of his experience in the games that he's won, big games. Ayuk, nice throw, nice catch, and just like that, first down. Out to the 40. Perfectly placed by Jimmy G. Really nice. And Ayuk, you think back to last year, struggled a little bit early in the season, and as the year got going, he really finished up strong and through the playoffs. And watching him this year, he's picked right up where he left off last season. I just think he's a terrific player, and he can do so much. And Jimmy Garoppolo, those are the kind of starts you want after last week. Here's Tebow. Tebow Samuel gets 1. He was all-pro last year. He had over 1,700 scrimmage yards, 14 touchdowns, and you got to find him. We have to find him, and the defense has to find him. I'm just impressed, one, with all that he's able to do. Clearly a really smart player to be able to take all that on, but there's not many wide receivers, even with his kind of size, that would be willing or be as effective as he's been in that wide back role that he's labeled himself. Boy, Garoppolo just able to get rid of it before Aaron Donald was right there into his chest. 3rd down and 9. Well, he talks about how sometimes he even gets 4 guys on him. Here he is, and nobody touches him. I mean, they don't get one hand on him, let alone, 3 sets. But clearly a total blown assignment up front. He got through there so clean that Jimmy knew he was headed straight for him and was able to get the ball out. Garoppolo protected, finds Juwan Jennings for a 1st down. Nice throw. And Jennings in traffic with a grab, and he got 10. That's a well-designed. Juwan Jennings, you're going to get Debo clearing out, and then Juwan Jennings is going to come underneath that. So the attraction that Debo Samuel gets allows him to come underneath that and get the football. And just a nice job by Jimmy Garoppolo here in the early going, just taking completions and not trying to force anything down the field. Kittle in motion and a toss, and this one loses yardage too. Aaron Donald made that play, as Wilson never could get started, a loss of a couple. Well, they're trying to double team him because, as we know, he's the focal point of this game plan, and you see the quickness of him coming off the ball. You got 2 guys who are working to him, and he gets right underneath it, and that's the quickness that he has, that he's able to make some plays even when he doesn't do conventional moves off the ball. He is a load, and I'm glad that he came back. We heard Lisa talk about it, and I agree with him. When you've won a Super Bowl, it's such a great feeling. You want to get back and experience it all again. 2nd down, Samuel makes the catch. And after a little fake, goes forward and gets 7. That, by the way, on the previous play, Spencer Burford, who is a rookie right guard, and I think we've said it many times, if you're an offensive lineman and you look up and you see 99 across from you where they can play really anywhere along the defensive front, that lets you know that the Rams think you're the weak link on the offensive line. And then take it a step further when you're a rookie and you've got the 3-time defensive player of the year lined up against you. Garoppolo, another 1st down, another catch by Jennings on 3rd down. And now a nice drive being put together by the 49ers. Yeah, just methodically, haven't gotten a lot out of the running game, but they've been able to hit these quick passes and pick up decent yards, move the chains, stay ahead. So now they answer what the Rams were able to do. The Rams put together a 13-play drive, and now here we've got the 49ers on a 7-play drive of their own. Play clock at 1, and Kyle Shanahan, not Jimmy Garoppolo, recognizing the play clock was about to expire, so he called timeout. 1st down. San Francisco, when we come in the 80s. And that is Sean McVay's grandpa, 24th inductee into the Niners Hall of Fame. On first down, here is a toss. Right up the gut, Wilson. Goodbye, touchdown, 49ers.
Damn. 49ers on the board.
You're going to see Charlie Warner right here, the job that he
Go
does.
7-3.
Clearing out
49ers.
James in the middle, number 91, right there, and then the lane that is afforded Wilson to just hit it. The defense for the Rams, they over-pursue. That crack block by Warner opens up the lane. A nice job running the football. I think you want to pick your spots against the Rams. Aaron Donald was not
He's going to be back after the break,
on
guys.
that play. Toss to Wilson, cut upfield into the end zone, untouched. Nice answer by Sam. As the 49ers march right down the field after the Rams put up 3, they get 7. The 49ers do, lead by 4 with 2:46 left. Go back to the 2011 Washington football team led by head coach Mike Shanahan and 4 assistant coaches that are now NFL head coaches. Sean McVay, his son Kyle, Matt LaFleur, and Mike McDaniel. I mean, what a group. All young guys and all just blossomed at the biggest level.
Yeah, and, great young group of coaches who learned from, one of the great ones himself in Mike Shanahan. I mean, what an opportunity for all of those guys, and then they continue to learn and all that. They've expanded the offense, but it's been amazing.
Let's check in with Lisa Salters.
Hi, Joe. Coleman Shelton, who had started at center tonight for Brian Allen, he had been back in the Rams slot being evaluated for an ankle injury, but he just came running back out onto the field. It looks like he is good to go.
Yeah, for a while there, Lisa, it looked like Jeremiah Coloni, who was just up from the practice squad, might get a chance to go in at center. There's Jeremiah, but instead it's Shelton, good to go. Drive starts at the 25. Handoff is to Akers, and Omenahu makes the stop after a gain of just 1.
I think the Rams come into this game similar in mindset to the 49ers in that they know that they just cannot allow this defensive front to tee off on Matthew Stafford. So they're going to try to maintain a little bit of balance in this game. Fred Warner got there late, but forced the throw and incomplete, looking for Akers. It was Matthew Stafford, and that's the first incompletion here for the Rams QB. Well, we don't see it a lot, as I said, from San Francisco. D'Amico Ryans, the defensive coordinator, doesn't dial up the blitz much, but they brought Fred Warner right up the gut. And that's what caused Stafford to get it out and be incomplete. They're down at 9. Bosa! The sack. And D'Amico's got his defense closing here at the start of 2022. Pretty good game up front. Now they bring Fred Warner once again, but they run a game here, and then Bosa comes all the way around. So they pick off his guy. Noteboom's not able to slide over. They don't communicate it effectively along that left side of the offensive line. And here comes Bosa. And you don't like to see that if you're Matthew Stafford. 5th sack of the year for Nick. Line drive punt. McLeod will stay away. This ball will take a Rams bounce and settle at the 26. 56. Image for Jimmy Garoppolo, who likely will be wearing another uniform next year.
Faithful, thank you very much for everything. It's been crazy, man. It's been a hell of a ride, guys. I love you guys. So, see ya.
And then March shoulder surgery, and then one of the weirder off seasons for any quarterback is around. He was not involved in OTAs. He worked during training camp on a side field, really by himself. Wasn't involved in the preseason, so he's just trying to get his legs under him and his arm in game shape. He looked good the first time the 49ers had it. Keeps it here and throws into a wide open Samuel. First down plus. So right now, Jimmy Garoppolo is just in a real rhythm. This is a quarterback-friendly offense that Kyle Shanahan implores it. You're going to see that he's got Deebo Samuel then going across the lane, the window right there for him to put it in. This offensive line, we've talked about the shuffles that they've made, and they've got Daniel Brunskill, who's now in the lineup, and we expected to see him some tonight. He started Austin Samuel running left, cuts upfield, and that nets one. Garoppolo has started this game 5 for 6. And we're under a minute. Clock running, 30 seconds and counting left in quarter number 1. It's gone by in a blink.
See if they're going to try to get off another play right now. It just looks like they're pretty content letting this clock wind down.
And they can. There's about a 1 second differential. Second down at 9. And that ends the quarter. Second down at 9. When we come back, quarter number 2. Sitting just over 50 miles south and east of San Francisco, home to the 49ers in its 9th year down here. And these fans have had fun so far. They saw a good opening drive by the Rams and netted 3, and the 49ers answered with a touchdown drive. And now have it second and 9. Quick throw, Ayuk gets blocking and a first down. Jimmy Garoppolo has just one incompletion in tonight's game, and it's when they turned Aaron Donald loose in the middle and he had to throw it away. Now, some of those type passes, the quick game, and we talked about it coming in and the importance of being able to run the football, but if you're not running the ball, they blamed a little bit more in that first quarter on throwing the football, but get it out of your hands quickly, and that's what Jimmy Garoppolo has been able to do. Kyle Shanahan understands it's a big task for this offensive line, young in so many areas, to hold up against this Rams defensive front. Here is a toss to Wilson coming off that 32-yard touchdown run, longest touchdown run of his career. Leonard Floyd makes that tackle a gain of 2, so second and 8.
You said it. We saw that aerial shot there of San Francisco. You mentioned it coming in, and you can't imagine a better day than what we're having here tonight. This, for someone who came in from Texas, where it's just now starting to get below 90 degrees, this is fantastic.
Nice little shot of life.
Yeah, I'm telling you, everything feels good.
Second down and 8. Wilson. Third down coming up. Justin Hollins makes the stop.
Well, here we are on third down, and the 49ers 2 for 2 in this game, which far better than where they were last week in that loss to Denver. They were 1 for 10 and started out the game 0 for 9.
Daniel Brunskill has come in and right guard for this series for the rookie Spencer Burford.
Thought we'd see him, but he may finish this game. I mean, we'll see, because he's a veteran guy and he gives them a lot more.
Jennings makes the attempt but cannot make the catch. Incomplete. To bring up fourth down. Nice hit right there was Grant Haley, who's getting a shot to play the slot. And that ball was out before Haley even got there.
Yeah, Haley, unless he just misses the tackle, that was not going to be enough for the first down, but it would have left Kyle Shanahan with a decision to make. They're around the 40-yard line of whether or not he wanted to go for it on fourth down.
Wisnowski. And over end mark. Howell stays away, and this ball hit one of the 49ers and then bounced into the end zone. And they're calling a touchback. That was George Odom downfield. And so Stafford, who was limping a bit earlier last time he came off, back to work. Down 7-3.
Wait.
He has been ruled out, Joe, for the rest of this game.
Yeah, thanks, Lisa. So now Maloney takes over at center. Rams with play action to start. Stafford just able to get rid of it. Nick Wilson was about a step late. It's second down and 10.
Well, and that's significant. When you start losing the center typically makes a lot of the calls at the line of scrimmage, but not to mention the impact that it has on the quarterback. Now, Shelton had some starts a year ago, a couple games, so there was some familiarity there with Matthew Stafford. He is in shotgun more than he's underneath the center, but to put someone else in there, that could be disruptive, not just for the quarterback, but the communication along that offensive line.
Blitz coming in a handoff to Henderson, and that gets maybe one, as Fred Warner made the stop. And Ufonga was coming on the blitz.
Yeah, and a lot of times they had the right call because Ufonga was coming from the side over here. They're running the ball this way. So a lot of times you can hit one big when you catch a team in a blitz like that if you get a past that initial line of defense.
Third down and 9. Stafford, good protection, out to his right. Looking for help, and he won't get it. Along the sideline, it was Allen Robinson, the target, and Charvarius Ward was there step for step.
Amador Lenore does an outstanding job on Cup. He's got him one-on-one. There's no help. And he's underneath the route, and that's where Stafford wanted to go with the football. He was looking for Cup the entire way, and Lenore, who's kind of found a home in that nickel position. He was an outside corner a year ago, but he's been good last week and so far in this one.
So the Rams, a 14-play drive, the first time they had it, settled for a field goal, and then back-to-back 3-and-outs. 58-yard punt here. 49ers back to work on offense, leading 7-3. Rebuilding as they begin to return to their communities. Help support those affected by Hurricane Ian and visit www.redcross.org/NFL. So we welcome you back as the 49ers have the football with the ball sitting at their own 22. Leading 7-3. Good protection. Garoppolo floats it. And off the hands of tight end Charlie Warner.
Oh, man, that's one that Jimmy Garoppolo definitely wants back. They go with a two tight end package. The protection up front is excellent, as it has been throughout the night. But Charlie Warner runs an excellent route. He's expecting that ball to the inside, and if he hits him, I mean, he's got an opportunity. He's one-on-one on Terrell Lewis. Anything could have happened. You think back to last week's game, Jimmy missed a couple blown coverages by Denver, but then he hit Deebo Samuel when he was wide open. It was an underthrown ball. It looks a lot like some of those throws we saw last week.
Donald not out there, and this ball is knocked into the air by Ramsey. He was in there with Leonard Floyd, and Ramsey got up and got a hand on it. 3rd down and 10.
they had a little something too. If Ramsey working that start position and he's able to get a hand on the ball, because if he doesn't, there were blockers out in front, and Ray McLeod, no telling what he might have been able to do with the ball. A couple now missed opportunities on back-to-back plays.
They're down at 10. Garoppolo fires too high for Jawan Jennings, and he had Jennings open and missed it. And the Rams bring a blitz, so there's a five-man rush, and the 49ers pick it up beautifully. So he had time in the pocket, and if he's just able to keep this one down, there was room to run there for Jawan Jennings. Three and out with three straight incompletions from Garoppolo. The punt by Wisnowski. Fair catch, hauled in by Brandon Powell. And just a 42-yard punt.
Yeah.
We are back in 30 seconds after a word from T-Mobile. Reshuffled offensive line. Rams start with the ball at their 35, down 7-3. Who gets hit immediately by Mosley with a nice play on first down, a gain of 7.
Well, you look at this game and the 49ers and what they've done. They, coming into this game, not a big blitzing team. They blitz the third least in the NFL, but tonight on drop back passes, they blitzed them on 6 of 12. Tonight, D'Amico Rhymes has changed it up. They've had success doing it, and they've been able to get after Matthew Stafford.
Stafford ends up on top of the football, goes forward to bring up third down as he gets just 2.
A long way to go. There's no one over the center, but that's about the longest I've ever seen someone trying to run the quarterback sneak to pick up.
Yes.
Especially the guy who came off the field last series with a bum ankle.
Brings up third down and 1. And movement with Gibbons. And this is going to give the Rams a first down by penalty.
Encroachment for 90. Defense. 1-yard penalty. He's going to fit a first down.
And he's right over the ball.
Sometimes those are the ones you get because you can use voice inflection, although it looked like he was just going off of the center, dropping his head because I didn't see Stafford mark out any cadence. So, yeah, not good.
That's the first San Francisco penalty of the game.
I would see it practice those defensive line coaches with a football tied to a pole. You know what I mean? That comes in handy.
Here's Akers. Over the right side, a nice gain on first down. Pickup of 6.
Akers had that fumble last week and had a big one in last year's playoff, but Sean McVay was a little critical after the week 1 game against Buffalo on how he was running the football, but very happy with how he's done. Obviously wants him to protect the ball, but as far as seeing the hole and hitting it, been much better.
Second down and 4. Stafford trying to set up the screen. Instead, he comes out to Higbee. His 5th catch and a first down. Looked like they were trying to set something up to Akers, but he comes out to the tight end and picks up 7.
Well, I think this is the first snap tonight of anything other than three wide receivers. So they go two tight end, and then they're able to run the screen play, take advantage of that pass rush by the 49ers, get the ball into the hands of Higbee, and picks up a nice gain. Rams, of course, over the years with McVay, run more three wide receiver than any other team in the league. This year at 97%, and before that snap, that's all they had run in this game was three wide receiver. Stafford keeps, throws, Cup on the sideline, got it. Both feet down and out of bounds with 18 yards. This is so good by Cooper Kupp, and the acceleration right there, that's where you get him beat. You've got Mosley there at corner, but as soon as you threaten down the field vertically, the hips turn, and you win every time. And that's when you know you're a good wide receiver. When you can beat leverage with your ability to run a route, you're doing some really good things. And, of course, Kupp's been doing some really good things for a long time. That's doing toe drag to let you get out of bed in the morning. Hand off to Powell. And a nice play drawn up by Sean McVay. Brandon Powell, his third rushing play of the season. This one gets 11. Yeah, Brandon Powell, I called him Ben earlier. My apologies to him and his family. But pretty good design there. Not a real big guy, not overly fast. He's got great quickness. And I asked Sean about him. He hasn't played a whole lot over the last few games, but wanted to get him more involved. And again, he's like Skoranek, just a guy you can do a lot of different things with. First and goal just inside the 10. Cup. One-on-one tackle made by Mosley. Good play. Really good play. Not easy to do. Be able to tackle Cooper Kupp in the Hope field. He's trying to spin out of this back to the sidelines. Good move by Kupp. But you mentioned it on that opening drive by the Rams. Yeah, they moved it, but then they had to settle for three. So here they are once again. And, this is ultimately, when you look back on these games, who won, who lost, a lot of that is obviously decided down here in the red zone. Play clock is at 4. No problem. Stafford, good protection over the middle and incomplete for Skoranek. Dangerous throw over the middle and a little too far for Skoranek. Well, Cooper Kupp is going to draw attention. They're going to play inside out on him, but then he breaks out, and they're waiting on him to break in. They're going to drop him. So a good read by Stafford, just not able to connect then and make the catch. Now third and goal. Pass is incomplete with Kupp the target. And it brings up fourth down, so stalling again inside the 20 of the Rams. You don't see this a lot. Kupp is he's singled up. Fred Warner is on him, and Stafford knew it. So he's immediately understanding the route. He's going to push it to the end zone and fully expected to have a touchdown on that throw. That gay hit from 39, this one from 29. It's a 1-point game, and the former fifth-round pick by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers has made 30 straight from 45 yards ahead. is made from the stuff of dreams.
Woodside, no relation. Bucks, the Silicon Valley staple where historic deals took place for Tesla, PayPal, eBay, Hotmail, and more, and still a popular meeting place for entrepreneurs, venture capitalists, as well as former Niners players. Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott is a regular at Bucks Restaurant of Woodside.
Great Ronnie Lott. I wonder if he's in the building tonight.
Well, Jerry Rice is in the building tonight. Did not see Ronnie. Well, off to the cartoon world we go. It's been a road of sharp turns for Kyle Shanahan's 49ers. He went 10 and 22 in his first two seasons, been able to right the trolley, earning a fifth to Super Bowl 54. 6 and 10 season followed before returning to the NFC title game last season. Will there be more turns in their chase for the Lombardi trophy? Before Twitter goes crazy, we know that those trolley cars do not go down Lombards.
Yeah,
so just put your
everybody
phone back. Stop right now. I can't believe they had a trolley on Lombard Street. Here's Ayuk, who's able to stay upright and fight his way for four as the rookie Darian Kendrick made the stop.
Well, came into this game talking about how I felt that the 49ers would have to run the ball a minimum of 30 times in this game to give themselves a chance, and they're going to have to pick it up if that's going to be the case. They've only run it 6 times so far, and other than the big touchdown run by Jeff Wilson, they haven't had much success. Instead, they've elected to get the ball out quickly in the passing game with Jimmy Garoppolo, and that last series not so good, but otherwise,